Let's now shift our attention over to the United States as New York, the epicenter of the novel coronavirus in the United States, may have finally seen the worst of it, as hospitalizations appeared to be reaching a plateau and daily deaths just short of the 700. The lowest daily total in a week. But how did it all unfold so drastically for the United States? How did America go from 0 cases before mid-January to over 500,000 cases in the middle of April? Last night, the governor of New York State, Andrew Cuomo, declared that the worst is over. The metric that led him to say this, despite deaths in his state having crossed 10,000, is certainly that incubations and average hospitalization rates were lowering by each day. The statistics suggest a plateauing of infections in New York, but Governor Cuomo advised caution and said we must continue to be smart going forward, indicating that the state shouldn't lift restrictions too quickly.
The worst is over. Yeah, if we continue to be smart going forward, because remember, we have the hand on that valve. You turn that valve too fast, you'll see that number jump right back. But, yes, I think you can say the worst is over, because the worst here are people dying. That's the worst. The worst doesn't get any bad than this worst. And this worst is people die. That's the worst.
And so let's look at the data from the last 7 days alone. One can begin to extrapolate that the curve is beginning to ease, meaning that the measures undertaken by the state and its medical response were indeed working. But ever since the novel coronavirus broke out in the United States, with New York as the epicenter in February, scientists have been searching for an answer. The most pressing question: how the deadly virus made its way to America. So far, the scientific consensus says that the strain identified in local samples came from Europe. December 31st last year was when the first cases of a pneumonia-like disease were detected in Wuhan, China. On January 1st in 2020, the Hunan seafood market was shut down by authorities after it was discovered that wild animals sold there may be the source of the virus. The first death due to what would eventually be classified as COVID-19 was reported on January 11th. Things quickly took a turn for the worst between January 11th and 22nd, with more deaths emerging out of China and the US beginning to implement screenings for symptoms at airports. Officials in Washington state confirmed the first case on US soil on January 21st. And in the following days, the very first containment measure had been put to use by authorities in Wuhan. With the closure of its airport and railway stations, the death toll from the Wuhan coronavirus had already risen to 17. At least 547 cases had been reported in the mainland itself. All international flights out of China were suspended on January 26th, and January 30th was when the very first case of person-to-person transmission had been reported in the United States. February 3rd was when the US enforced travel restrictions, drawing the ire of China's foreign ministry. A patient infected with the novel coronavirus in Washington state died on February 29th, marking the first death due to the virus in the United States. The first case of COVID-19 in New York was confirmed on March 1st. As of today, New York has 195,031 confirmed cases. Of those, 10,056 people have died. New York has the highest number of confirmed cases of any state in the United States. And why New York? That's what many of us are asking. Well, in the words of Governor Cuomo, it's about density. New York is one of the few cultural melting pots of the world, with a large number of people from all walks of life and countries living together. And now, even if it appears to be experiencing a plateau, the situation can easily worsen if current restrictions were to be lifted.